everybody, welcome to my channel as Garden Turns. So today in this video we're going to be doing a really quick pickled red onion, and I am making this to go along with our date night in Mississippi. So we're going to have some Mississippi Delta tamales, and so to go with that as a condiment, I'm going to make some quick pickled red onions. So since tomorrow also happens to be Easter, and since I had a pretty big red onion, I'm also going to make, I'm just going to use the whole thing. And then also yesterday I made a beat the heck up cucumber salad, spicy cucumber salad. You can find that recipe on my channel. It's already posted. And this is the cucumber that was left from yesterday. So I'm going to pickle this as well. It's going to go in the bottom of my jars, and then it's going to make it really pretty. But when my family comes tomorrow to pick up their dinners, I'm also going to include some of the pickled red onion, and then that way we can use it, and then we'll use it throughout the day, throughout the season as well. So also, if you like pickled recipes, let me go ahead. What I'm going to do first is start putting the cucumbers in the jar. I'm going to split them up evenly, and then I'm going to put in my red onions. We're going to put in our seasoning, and then we're going to make a really quick brine on the stove here in a second. So let me get this all put in my bowl here. But if you're looking for pickle recipes, I have quick pickle recipes on my page also. I love doing pickled canning recipes, so I do have some pickled what is it, apple cucumbers, Richmond apple cucumbers, and I did some lemon cucumbers last year too, so you can find that on my page as well. So I'm going to start packing in my red onion, just try to put in as much as possible. And so I'm going to be pickling a lot this season because I'm growing greens. And I'm doing collards and mustards. And so I want to do, like, I know in Japan, they have a season, they have a, they do a pickled mustard green, and they use it as a condiment in like all of their restaurants and stuff. So I want to try to make me some pickled mustard greens with my mustard greens that I am growing outside. And so I'm going to post that once I get that done, because I am going to have me some greens. I went out between the rains, and everything is looking so pretty. Everything is growing in nice. Spring, they love the spring rain. You go out in the morning, and if it rains and you go back out there in the afternoon, you don't even know. You be like, where am I at? Is this the same yard? They grow that much. So yeah, I got sunflowers that I'm just anticipating their growth. They should get to, last year they got to about 14, 15 feet tall. So, and I'm just pushing this in because I want to get as many of these red onions in my jars as possible. So I'm going to get these finished. I'm going to get these packed, and then we're going to put in our spices. All right, so we have our jars packed pretty tightly. And so I also have 2 cloves of garlic here, and I'm going to put 1 clove in each jar. So I'm going to slice this up. Go ahead and put it directly in our jars. All right. Then I have some peppercorn, and this I think can screw off. Let's see. All right. So we got some peppercorn here. Put about a teaspoon in each. So I am still planning my 30th anniversary prom. It should be nice. I'm going to do a teaspoon of mustard seed. And I think I'm going to wear a jumpsuit, a red jumpsuit, or a dress. I have a red dress with these, it's like a sheer material. It's really cute. And it has like flowers in it, and it's really flowy and spring looking. And I'm thinking I can wear that. Or I can do a jumpsuit. I have a brand new red jumpsuit that I'm thinking that I might be able to wear, a little pants, sleeveless jumpsuit. So I'm going to see. And since I'm going to make one of these a little bit spicy, I'm going to add some red pepper flake to one, like a half a teaspoon. Let me go ahead and get this tie back on so I don't spill any. All right. And then just because I love the healing properties of turmeric, I'm going to add a little bit of turmeric to each one as well. I usually add this when I'm pickling my cucumbers. It's like half a teaspoon. And then I have some ground thyme, and I'm going to put about half of a teaspoon of ground thyme. And then we're going to mix up our really quick brine. All right, let me go ahead and move this down. And let's get our brine mixed so we can get these quick pickled. All right, so we need 3/4 cup of vinegar. And you can use distilled white vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar. You can use red wine vinegar. You can use any type of vinegar you may have on hand. I'm gonna see how much is left in this bottle here. About 3/4 cup. There's just a little bit left. So if I'm gonna need a little bit extra, which I might because I do have 2 jars. Let me see what extra I have left. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour that in my pot. I'm gonna see what's left in here because there's not a lot left. All right, so I'm just go ahead and pour that in as well. All right, then you need a half teaspoon. Let's go ahead and do a teaspoon of salt. No, you know what? 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Not, we need 3/4 because it was just a little bit more vinegar, not like a whole, another 3/4 cup. And then 3/4 cup of sugar. 3/4 teaspoon of sugar. 3/4 teaspoon of salt. And then I'm going to heat this up. And then once this gets heated, I'm going to pour this over my onions. And I'm going to just let them sit for as long as you want. I mean, you can eat them in about an hour or so, but you can just let them sit in your refrigerator and you can eat them for up to like 30 days, I think, something like that. So I'm gonna get this heated and then we're gonna pour this over our onions. All right, so you wanna heat this just until the sugar and the salt dissolve, as you can see it has here. And I might be making more than one batch here just because, so we'll see. So you wanna just pour this right over your onions. Just to right above. And so I just made a little bit extra. And then this one is made with apple cider vinegar. That was just enough. All right. Now I'm gonna push this down, make sure all of my onions are covered. Let's just keep popping up just because of how the angulation is in this jar. Okay, so I'm gonna have, oh, there we go. Okay. And then with this one is a little bit more cooperative. All right, now let's go ahead and put our tops on. And then I like to do my little up just to get all of my fluid, all of my vinegar mixed in and all the way to the bottom, because remember we packed this really well. We packed this, as you can see. Get our next one. All right, y'all. So you're gonna be seeing this with our Mississippi Delta tamales. And this is quick red onions pickled. And then I got a couple cucumbers in the bottom because, I mean, you can pickle anything, you know? All right. Like, share, and subscribe. Get y'all a little side view there of my jars. Is that not pretty? Look at that. Quick pickled red onions. This is going to go so good with our date night Mississippi Delta tamales. All right, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe as the garden turns. All right, I want to show you guys the quick pickled red onion here. Oh wow, look at that. All right, so this has been sitting for a couple hours now. They are going to be ready. They're ready now. So let me pull out a little bit just so you guys can see. Oh yeah, there we go. And that is a quick pickled red onion. We're gonna have this with our Mississippi date night tonight. Mississippi Delta style tamales. Like, share, and subscribe.